Yo guys, what's going on? I'm Tim for The Real Sports Talk. You can find me on Twitter at CashKelly_TRST, and you can also find The Real Sports Talk on Facebook, so go check that out. That would be The Real Sports Talk. You can find our show, if you're watching this embedded anywhere, at youtube.com/MrKelstar. The Final Four game today, and one of the two teams that I had in the Final Four, the other one was North Carolina, so that is not going to be right. But one of the two teams I originally had in the final, and the number one overall seed in the tournament, Kentucky, is going to the Final Four and giving John Calipari a chance to win his first national championship. And really, Calipari's done every other thing. He's clearly, in my mind, the best recruiter in the country right now. Some of the just absolute freaks that he brings in there. And on game day, I would take a guy like Rick Pitino over Calipari, but as an overall coach, everyone knows that college sports is about getting these freak athletes, and that maybe the freak athlete part might apply more to football. But in general, college sports, if you can recruit well, you're going to be very successful. And I think John Calipari is the best recruiter in the nation. We saw him a few years ago get I think a team that's probably a little bit more talented than this team, led by DeMarcus Cousins and John Wall. And John Wall, I think people forget how good he was that season. But this team is pretty close with Terrence Jones, Duron Lamb, Anthony Davis, Marcus Teague. I mean, the list goes on, and Anthony Davis clearly has been the best player in the country this entire season. I'm looking forward to seeing this team play in the national title against either Kansas or Ohio State. And then you have Louisville. I called them as an upset to make it all the way to the Final Four, and really they did a tremendous job to even get this far. Unfortunately, no one really for them stepped up tonight and was able to have a big game. I mean, Dane went 3 of 10 tonight. They shot an awful percentage. It started early, and they did make a run. At one point, they tied the game in the fourth quarter. But overall, at that point, Kentucky just took control of the game. The final score ended up being 69, no sexual pun intended, to 61. And the University of Kentucky Wildcats are headed on to the national title, which will take place on Monday. Again, you can find me on Twitter at CashKelly_TRST, and I will be back later on tonight to recap the Ohio State and Kansas game, so you are not going to want to miss that. Go watch the game and then give me your thoughts immediately once that ends. And also below here, give me your thoughts on this game as well. I'll catch you guys later.